there should be a word for the phenomenon where on the day that you're due to catch a plane for a long-haul flight to the other side of the world, there suddenly seems to be a disproportionately large list of incompleted tasks that you cannot leave without completing. Feels weird being in the back. Traffic jam. So the job we've got now. Oh, I can't believe he didn't hit that. I really thought his mirror was going to hit that sign. It's Alan from Flymore. My first long-haul flight since New York in 2019. Yeah, exciting, you see? Back in the day, I used to fly to the US and Australia and Sri Lanka 3 or 4 times a year. So I was a member of the British Airways Executive Club, free member of the lounge and that kind of stuff. That ship sailed, sadly. Singapore. You have as much time as you think. I hate that, having to bolt your beer. It's really weird. I used to stop over at Singapore Airport 3, 4, 5 times a year on my way to Sydney and back. I haven't done that for 15 years. Weird nostalgia, blast from the past feeling being here again. Didn't get any sleep on that flight. It was 13 hours of serious discomfort. I was going to get a taxi into Singapore and try and enjoy one night here, but actually got a hotel booked in the airport. I'm going straight there, going straight to bed. It's a bit worrying that they refer to the rooms as cubes. I think it's going to be very small. Doesn't matter. All I need is a shower and a bed for the night. Oh my god, it's tiny. That's the tiniest hotel room I've ever had. Nice air conditioning though. So I'll just give you a quick tour of the hotel room. That's the bed. That's the shower room. That's the telly. That's about it. That's what you get for 115 quid in Singapore. Before I left home yesterday, I asked Clara to go online and tell me what I needed to know about coming to Singapore. And I left her to it, and she handed me a piece of paper later. And she said, these are the things you've got to watch out for in Singapore. Flying snakes, killer snails, poison crabs, and cyanide stew. It's 5:30 in the morning in Singapore. I'm not sure which was worse, my sleep on the plane on the 13-hour flight, or that sleep just now. I forgot how bad jet lag is. I'm going to get a coffee and have a shower and get ready and catch my ferry, for which I haven't got a ticket. I thought I had. Forgot it. Jet lag was brutal when I was in my 20s. It's really not going to be fun in my 50s. Can I find anywhere to get breakfast at 7 a.m? So the Bintan ferry terminal, Tanah Merah. This is my first time in Singapore. First time, yeah. So I've got to, they don't have Uber in Singapore, they've got something called Grab instead. I'm in my Grab, I'm going to the ferry terminal, hoping to get on the ferry, although I haven't got a ticket yet. And then it's about a 1-hour ferry ride, the Bintan ferries, to the island of Bintan, and then it's about a half an hour car ride, and then it's a 10-minute speedboat ride till I get to Nicoy Island, where I'm going to be hopefully relaxing for 48 hours at least. And then it's back to Singapore on Sunday to go and stay with a really old friend of mine who's been living here for a long time. I've never been to visit him. And go and spend Sunday night with him before I fly back to England on Monday. There's a very distinctive atmosphere, and I don't know how to explain it, but when you're in Asia, you never get really clear skies. It's always very humid, very hot, very humid. It really reminds me of Sri Lanka. I know I'm being picky, but I kind of prefer it dry heat, you know what I mean? Jeez, look at all those oil tankers. It's 3 a.m. UK time and my body thinks I should be asleep, especially my eyes. Never seen those floating houses before. It's very beautiful. And the sun's coming out. When it comes to friends and family, I have one golden rule, which is always show up at the important occasions, and that's why I'm here. It's a very old friend's 50th birthday. Haven't seen him for years. He lives in Singapore, and he's putting us all up here. The weekend on this island, we just had to get ourselves here. I'm just off to find my villa. A hell of a thunderstorm happening. That rule has led me to some of the most fun adventures of my life. Some of them a little bit extreme. I remember doing LA just for a party. I flew from London to LA and back just for a party because it was, totally worth it. Wow. I've got this all to myself. No way. Oh my god. Right, well, I shall be slumming it here for the next 48 hours. I really wish the family was here. It just couldn't work. We couldn't make it work this time, but I wish Archie and Clara and Amory and Daphne were all here. Going to be very sorry she didn't come. And there's a hell of a thunderstorm. Can you hear that? Big thunderstorm coming in, so I'm going to sit here in my room and watch this thunderstorm. Then get our lunch. It's weirdly hot at the same time as being absolute downpour. I'm going to wrap up this vlog here, I think. Just slept off some of my jet lag and getting up in time for the party. So if you've watched the vlog all the way to the end, thank you very much. Actually, this can't be the end. The whole point of this vlog was to actually do an update on the whole channel, the whole point of it, which I haven't done, so it's not the end of the vlog. Haven't been this far away from England for 15 years, and I forgot how effective it is at making you zoom out on what's happening in your life and take a step back. And in less than 24 hours since arriving out here, it started to dawn on me just how much has changed in my life in that 15 years. How incredible they were. How lucky I am. Yeah.
I'm just very happy to have you guys here. That's the main thing. We've got people coming from Ghana, from Europe. A lot of people flown a lot of miles to come here. And I just want all of you to have fun.
Well, that's not the worst place I've ever woken up. never this deep. But you know, sometimes you just have to go out of your way when it's a friend's 50th, put yourself through some hardship. Terrible struggle. It's unbelievable, this place, absolutely unbelievable. I'm about to go up there to that bar, have a drink with the birthday boy. Watch the sun go down. I can't see with the light in my eyes. I'm on a tiny tropical desert island. This feels like being on a James Bond set from a film in the 70s. Last night there were these really big bats hovering in the bar, nibbling on little bananas while the barman were there, just leaving each other alone. It was really cool. I need a quick swim before supper. I'm leaving the island tomorrow morning at 8:30. I've been trying to find a time and a place to do a subscriber update, and there just hasn't been a good time. And I don't know if this is a good time either. I'm just in this incredible place and I wanted to record it. But it's about 2 years since I started my personal vlog, documenting my attempt or my efforts to work towards one day flying my family around the world in a seaplane. And this is the first time since I started the channel that I've been a long way away from home, on my own, without the family. And it's an amazing step back, zoom out, and take stock. So how far have I come in 2 years since I started this channel? Well, I now have 3 children. I only had 2 and I wasn't expecting a third. That was a nice surprise. Little Daphne, she's gorgeous. Archie and Clara are growing up really fast. They've both been flying the planes a little bit. There's both a seaplane and the 182. I have not been able to build as much seaplane time as I've been hoping, which is one of the things I've got to do, because in 2022 the seaplane couldn't be flown. We missed a whole season. I've got a share in a seaplane in Norway that I share with a bunch of German airline pilots, and I've done some videos of the summer flights in 2021, both with Archie and Clara. Many lessons learned, but hopefully this year, 2023, there'll be a lot more of that. The plane's had a fresh coat of paint. It's a Cessna 180 on floats, straight floats. It's got new floats, well, new to it floats. So what do I need in order to make that seaplane around the world dream happen? I need a lot more money, a lot more pilot experience, especially seaplane pilot experience, and the time to do it. I've got a lot less money now than I did 2 years ago, but the opportunity to make more is closer than ever with Best Agent. The potential for Best Agent to succeed is still, well, has grown actually, it's improved. It's not yet producing what I need to produce, but I think it's going to. But I haven't been flying enough. That's the truth. I haven't been getting enough pilot experience. I would have wanted to have my full instrument rating by now. Haven't even got close to it. I wanted to have my commercial, my CPL. Because if I have my commercial pilot's license, I've got enough seaplane time that I can go and take a paid job as in the summer in Norway flying seaplanes, flying tourists in seaplanes, which is just an amazing way to build seaplane time and experience. So yeah, commercial pilot's license, instrument rating, nowhere close to those. Children are growing up quite fast. There is progress on work. So I don't know if it's going to happen, but whether it is going to happen, whether it isn't going to happen, I'm getting closer to it either way and enjoying the process. Right, I'm here for a very old friend's 50th, which happened last night. He had too much to drink, fell over and knocked himself out. Literally, that's what actually happened. His face is all beaten up, so he missed his own party. But we've got another dinner tonight, a bit more of a sober affair. And then back on the boats in the morning, back to Singapore, where I'm meeting up with a really old family friend. This place is incredible, and I wish I'd brought Amory and the kids, but I just couldn't. So, supper time. I think this is one of the most memorable swims I've ever had. A nighttime swim in the jungle.